I told you I'm having beer number 2. Would you judge me?
No.
Good. That'd be pissed.
You have fun.
Where's everybody? You guys all in there already?
Mm-hmm.
Who likes to party? Do you
Poop
like
in
to
the water.
Pooping on the water.
Farting in between.
Ooh, that's good. That's good. That's good. Write that down. That's gold. I've had a tough time continuing the lyrics, and this is obviously a satire of smoking on the water. You know? That lyric was obviously never right. Had to be replaced with something like pooping. But what next?
You know?
Obviously farting in between. Genius. That's why we keep you around.
Oh yeah?
This guy's a genius. He's an idea guy.
Oh.
No?
That's why I died.
Did you die? Did you biff it, bro?
Yeah.
I was just holding you up on high, and you went in there and biffed it.
Hit like a chump.
Oh, good times, brother. Good times. Oh, shit. This makes gaming fun.
Going to sleep.
I'm going over to Fart Butt Town.
That's where Dr. Stuff is.
Yep, permanently.
He lives there. Yeah.
I need him.
I got it.
What do you got?
The right stuff, bro.
Baby.
Alright. That guy's getting hurt.
I think you were thinking the right one.
I think you were thinking maybe that I was thinking that you were thinking what I was thinking about the right stuff.
And then it turned out it happened to be the wrong stuff. We were talking about nothing. Thanks for wasting my time.
Jackass.
I'll tell you what to do right now, dude.
Come on. She love you good. Come on.
Long time, huh?
Yep. Did you come on. She love you good.
I'm too buku though.
He's like totally
You know what I'm
trying
saying?
to sell it to those American GIs. Totally.
Dave Navarro over here though.
Yeah, Dave Navarro over there.
That's who this guy is. That's who we're fighting, dude.
We're fighting Dave Navarro.
That's what the dude looks like, dude.
Let's see, who is Navarro? You know, I wouldn't mind giving Anthony Kiedis and Dave Navarro just a real good uppercut.
To the dome.
But, yeah, and I would settle.
Yeah.
I would settle for punching one of them into the other one. So, like, if we could line up Dave Navarro's head under Anthony Kiedis' chin, I'll uppercut up through Dave Navarro's chin into Anthony Kiedis. You know what I mean?
But would you fight Tony Danza?
No, I love Tony Danza. How could you fight Tony Danza? It'd be like picking a fight with your uncle. What are you, crazy?
But what if you wanted to fight and he slugged you? You think you could take him?
I would beat the dog day shit out of him, son.
I don't know. I think he could take you.
You know that's a lie. You know that is a goddamn lie. You know there isn't a force in this earth that can withstand my headbutt.
$50 on Tony Danza.
You son of a bitch! It's on! you're like, I heard Tony Danza called you a bitch.
Tony Danza, the guy who played in Who's the Boss?
Yes, ma'am. Like, if Tony Danza wanted to fight you, you would have to almost feel bad about yourself. Like, what have I done? You know? He's such an awesome guy. He's the boss. You don't want.
Well, is
you
he
don't
though?
know, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know him in real life.
I hear he's
I
got
know
good
that-
meatballs. Got a dirty metal trash can, huh?
Yeah.
You could hide in it.
Yeah. Frisbee, cook on it. got my inventory sorted. I got bolt done. Got the stabilizer done.
Get your life together, dang.
Oh, I know. Dude, I don't even know what to do anymore. I'm like, oh shit, bruh. I could get some white mods, bro. Chest.
Legs.
You've got a leg. Weapon. Head. Chest.
He's got legs.
Legs. He's got legs. He knows how to use them. He does a lot of thigh master.
Fight master.
You heard me.
And you get one of those Chuck Norris machines, dude?
Oh hell no! I don't want to end up looking like a pussy. Excuse my language.
He can do roundhouse kicks for days, but I don't see it coming, because I know what he's gonna do. Another roundhouse.
Thank you, Ace. I think I got a message from her that says "Merry Bleep Christmas, boss." Like, she's got all the symbols for a curse word, you know, the pound sign and the percent sign and all that.
That's
Sounds like
I'm
someone's been watching too many Samuel Jackson too long.
No, this sounds like the Trinket Fastway was telling me about.
the Christmas one.
Yeah. Woohoo! Know what I'm saying?
No.
Do ya? Huh? Huh?
punk.
What? I heard you.
When?
Just now.
Shh. Shut up.
No. Fuck. What's his name in it? I want to say Ben Affleck because he's the same as Ben Affleck, but Nicolas Cage. And then there was Face Off with John Travolta, and a lot of people didn't like that movie, but I really liked it. I don't know why. I think I like the concept of it.
Yeah. There's something there.
And then after that, I just started losing interest. I was like, okay, now. Well, he went away for a long time, and then it was like everyone's like, what happened to Nicolas Cage? And then he made this great comeback, and he's just been doing movie after movie after movie after movie for years, and it's all been the same character. Now, I will admit, some actors I like who do that. He's just not one of them. Like Sean Connery.
Bless his heart, he's long gone now.
Yeah. He is one of the greats. I thought that was Nightsaber making the sound effects for a minute.
Somebody did.
It was. I'm getting tired.
This is the goofiest I've ever heard you, girl.
I don't know. You like my kicks, though?
I can't see him. Yeah, I can see him.
Oh, yeah.
Some of us fart a lot, some of us fart a little.
But everybody
Farts.
poops.
Right. Except girls.
Yeah, they never do that, do they?
A player has declined the instant surgery.
How dare they? Nightsaber, you find out who it was.
Yeah. They'll make us get smoke into the game.
I
He
wish
goes
we
next
get
level
smoke
with
in
that
the game.
stuff.
If we could, yeah, he does. He doesn't care. He's not afraid of embarrassment. I've seen him make an ass of himself in this game so many times. He doesn't care.
Need a lot more people.
Oh,
You going for it?
No,
alright.
he just whooped my ass anyway.
Testing. There we go. Alright, I need to get over to where y'all are.
I need a nurse.
You need a nurse? No, we got a healer.
Nurse saved me. I have to warp rally.
No, you don't.
I did, so there.
Shh.
Shush me to you what?
I have spoken.
I have spoken.
Poison. Them's poison snakes.
Poison snake. It was a hole.
Stand out here with these people. With these savages.
You savage.
It's okay. You can call them that. They're dirty heathens.
Yeah.
It doesn't say Thundercat under their name. They are a heathen.
They are whatever you think is bad. That's what they are.
You should probably pick a fight with them. Anyone need any snowballs? I will take your silence as a yes.
A what?
Snowballs.
Ugh. Nasty, bro. What?
Here's a new Wonder Girl. Wonder Girl. A comic book coming out.
Ugh.
It's a girl from Venezuela? Brazil, something like that.
Yes.
Brazilian women are gorgeous. I was cursing like a sailor.
Oh.
Ooh.
Cursing like a fart butt.
Oh, God damn.
Too much information.
He wants to smash some stuff.
Kitty, kitty, kitty.
That one's mine.
Oh, what's that? I got a feat. I win. I think I just won.
The whole game? Or
Yeah, the whole thing. Yeah, we can all go home now.
I mean, they're gonna have, for this future shock, they're gonna have a black Batman.
What?
It's supposed to be
It's kind of cool.
the son of the guy that was in Wayne Industry doing all the tech for him.
Oh, nice.
Let's see.
Yeah, the new movies, it was Morgan Freeman would be the tech guy.
That guy.
So that would make sense.
Last name Fox.
Yeah, Lucius Fox.
Lucius Fox. Yeah, Lucius Fox's son grows up to be a Batman.
Interesting.
The
Lucius is really secretly squirreling away all the good shit for himself. Like, you think Batman's got some good stuff? My boy's gonna have the best.
Superboy grows up to be Superman,
Right.
and he's in the titles issues as well as Justice League, but Dad is stuck on Warworld.
Who's dad? Superman?
Yeah, the real Superman is stuck on Warworld with Mogul, and they show
What's
him.
Warworld?
What's Warworld?
Yeah.
Same kind of thing as what you saw in Thor Ragnarok's. A world dedicated to fighting.
Oh, nice. So is he just like whooping ass in the place?
Yeah. For 2 issues, that's what his job is.
Nice.
January and February, and I'll casually look through them, but I ain't buying them. There was something I read about a bunch of titles. Since they're lessening the number of titles that they're going to have out, they're just increasing the price on the rest that are left. So the prices of comics are all going to be $5.
Ooh. I have to stay away from collecting comics. I can't buy like hardly any at all.
I got my favorite titles, and that's it.
I go in there and buy too much stuff.
Oh, I'll buy, yeah.
I'm like, oops, I spent $100.
Yeah, easy. It's easy, and that's just a handful of comics. That's it.
Yeah.
That's just a handful. Not even a big handful, really. You can spend $100. Boom.
Dude's just like Winnie the Pooh.
And then you get them all read in like a half hour. That's why I try to, if I ever buy one, I read it front to back, almost every word in it, and I try to look at every single frame and like make sure I'm picking over every pen stroke, you know, make sure I'm really enjoying it, get my money out of it.
Yeah.
Because I'm probably not going to read it again. I don't read most of them multiple times. I just like having them.
Sometimes I'll buy 2 copies and not read one.
Well,
a lot of stuff.
the comic that I usually have to read over and over again is the current Black Label Adam Strange novel that they're writing 12 issues of. I think they're on issue 7 now. But, I mean, this latest one, they were flashbacks, flash forwards in the middle. I'm going, oh, this is so convoluted. And finally I'm going, okay, I got to go with the length of his hair or where sequence-wise it's happening.
I might be one of the few people who thinks that Dolph Lundgren live-action He-Man movie with Jack Palance as Skeletor, I thought it was good. But I like cheesy movies, so I don't know. I
don't think it was Jack Palance.
Huh?
I don't think it was Jack Palance.
Wasn't it Jack Palance as Skeletor? I'm pretty sure it was.
I think it was the guy that played Dracula.
No, I'm pretty sure it was Jack Palance.
Okay.
I'll look it up right now. Just because I'm curious.
You better look it up, dude. Make me come over there.
Mask.
She'll go down, dude. I'll take you down.
The universe. Look at those people dressed up. This is the universe. Cast. Dolph Lundgren. Oh, nope, you're right. Frank Langella was Skeletor.
Yeah, Frank Langella.
Yeah, he's great. I thought it was Jack Palance. Punisher. And it was good. I liked it. If you ask me what my favorite Punisher movie is, I'd have a hard time telling you because I think they're all good in their own right, and that might be my favorite. I mean, it seems old and gritty, but when if you watch it and you pay attention, it really delivers on everything you want a comic book coming to life. They hold true to a comic book style and feel. They hold true to the character, totally hold true to the character. and I'm pretty sure they hold really close and true to the character and storyline, original storyline. And much like the Rambo movies, for everything you wanted to see your character do, he does it. You know, so he just like in the original comics and stuff, he kills, he's got guns, sword, knives, everything. He lives underground in the sewers, and it's fucking hardcore. He's down there, like, on his knees, meditating by candlelight in the sewer, naked. Like, geez, dude, it's really dirty down there, buddy. You should put your pants back on at least. I mean, okay, you want to meditate, that's good.
You did see the Punisher series on Netflix, right?
Yeah, and I loved it. I'm also a fan of that actor. He's
That
another one of those
actor
actors.
is coming back.
He's kind of one note, that guy, but I like the stuff. He always chooses good stuff for his style.
The whole Defenders team is coming back.
What's the Defenders team?
Well, that's on Netflix too. That's where they had the crossover on all 4 series. All the 4 individual superhero series, they've mixed them all together to make the Avengers wannabe called the Defenders.
Oh, did they do that already?
Ages ago. Go to Netflix and watch it.
Oh, I need to watch. Okay. I need to check that out.
It's a really good series. So, yeah, from what I understand, the next Spider-Man movie is going to have... They're adding all these different villains, but they're also adding all these superheroes. And the Daredevil and I think Punisher both are going to be in the Spider-Man movie.
Oh, those are perfect for
Nice.
Spider-Man universe. As long as they keep Ben Affleck out of it, everything will
Now,
be good.
sorry, he's going to be the Batman for the Justice League movies.
Well, as long as he ain't being Daredevil, that's what I'm saying. Everybody hated him as Daredevil. And everybody hated him as Batman, and then they're like, no, let's keep him around as Batman. I don't get it. I think a lot of people like him as Batman, too. It seems kind of like almost 50-50. You both know where I stand on it.
Yes, we do.
Ben Affleck. God, I hate that son of a bitch.
Yeah, there's all kinds of talk that he's getting his own Batman movie.
Uh-oh.
That's gonna bomb.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see how the Batman movie works out.
You just can't convince anyone to put the kind of budget into it that you need to hide Ben Affleck's acting.
Well, here with the Batman, you've got the young actor from the 3 vampire movies.
Oh,
Twilight?
God. I don't even want to talk about that. I don't even understand what's happening now. Alright, this is... Boys.
Yeah.
First and foremost, let me say sorry to John, to Ace, because... or Atalantan, whoever you are today, because... I mean, you saw the rise and the fall of all these great heroes. And to all of us here, I'd like to say I'm sorry, because we've just very recently seen the fall. I mean, we lived in a day when they made Ben Affleck Batman. It was bad enough we had Nipples Batman. And Nipples Batman would have been just fine if it wasn't for the nipples. The nipples ruined it all. You know, we only mildly judged when you made, what's his name, Batman, Val Kilmer, He turned out to be pretty darn good compared to like
It was
some of the
Deadpool.
others.
You know, he didn't do so well in Green Lantern, but he killed it as Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, that was a role for him. Like, in my opinion, Ryan Reynolds shouldn't have done any movies other than comedies up until Deadpool. Like, any
That
movie
would
he's
have been
been
better.
in since then.
Yeah.
Because he's just one of those guys, just like Nicolas Cage's, just like Sean Connery, just like all these guys. So many actors really have a hard time doing that dual thing. So hard. Those things, man. My girlfriend watches dog videos for hours. I'm telling
Right?
you. You could just send
Melanie
them to
does
her.
the same stuff.
You just take videos of the dog, send them to me, I'll send
The
them
other
to her.
day, she was watching crows attacking people as they like go to their cars, or just birds.
Ooh. Ooh.
Pretty funny.
Yeah, it's interesting.
One of the birds got into the car, and you can see the car door open again, and then she throws the bird out.
Nice.
But she just slams the
done.
bird.
Nice. She got a hold of it. She was done. She was mad at that point.
Yeah.
So that's how you deal with those situations. That's what I do too. If they're dumb enough to let me get a hold of them, they'll learn. Problem is you can't act scared or they'll keep intimidating you worse and worse. You don't want to let them hurt you, obviously, but I mean, you don't want to get pecked in the face. That's not cool, but what you do is, you just kind of turn your face down and you just use one arm to protect them. But at the same time, you try to find a way to keep an eye on them too. That way, there's a good chance you can get a hold of one of them bitches. Let them know what for. Or you think even bigger, and you get something broad. If you can't just get a hold of one, that's hard to hit one. A bat's kind of thin. You got a cricket bat. You got an oar. What do you got? You got a board, car door. I'm thinking video game terms here because in DayZ you can just take a car door off and there you go. All kinds of things to do to protect yourself and utilize your surroundings. Sick a wiener dog after him. Just hope that there's one low-flying bird. That dog ain't getting any higher than 6 inches off the ground. His mouth might get 8 inches, 10 inches up.
A pedigreed poodle. We named her Tiny Bubbles of Champagne, so we called her Bubbles. I taught her to ride my motorcycle. I could even do jumps, and she'd stay on the tank.
Ooh. You were a daredevil, sir.
Yeah, on my 50 Suzuki.
This is a 50cc?
Yep.
Oh, that's very big. Is that a moped?
No, it wasn't a moped. It was just a cheap cycle. Bought secondhand. All I could afford.
Second-hand cycle. I've had 2 motorcycles in my life, and they were both second-hand as well.
I'm not in a big hurry to go through those different milestones for augments, artifacts, goggles. I'm going, I'll be through this DLC before I ever get there for those goggles. And when they sell the pieces to feed it for double-digit millions. No, this is gonna wait. I mean, at least they gave us the style this time. And, you know, I'd like to have the style for the helmet of Athena, but I ain't paying those big bucks for that stuff. And I know the price will drop to nitnoy thousands, and that's when I'll do it. Just to get the style. Just to get the style. You know, I look at that pretty cape from Mordrew's cape from Justice League Dark Gotham, whatever it was called, Gotham Dark. And
Nice.
you know, now the currency is... Say again?
Chaos Gotham?
Yeah, that's it. And the currencies has gone to source marks. I'm going, do I want a style, or do I want to buy all the stuff to feed the artifacts with my source marks? And I'm going, I can wait a little longer on that style. It won't match my character anyway.
Right.
Well, it looks like Ryan Reynolds is going to be a Green Lantern. Not the only one, but the Green Lantern.
Stupid. Why? Why?
There's enough people
It's gonna
that
be a
want to see it.
comedic thing.
Are they doing
my
it
guess.
just to... I'm so sick of it. They're
There's
just
going to
turning
be
me off more and
a
more.
Green Lantern space cops movie, you know, buddy movie. And they're saving him and John, what's the last name? Anyway, John and Hal together.
So what, are they trying to soften the blow to the next generation of children about our Space Force, or what?
Oh, did you hear what they're going to be called?
Uh-uh.
Oh, you know, you got soldiers, you got airmen, you got sailors. But what do you have for the Space Force? Guardians.
Oh, Jesus
Whoa.
fucking Christ.
That just hit the news this morning.
Jesus fucking Christ, what a joke. You know, it's one thing to talk about having defense in space. You can be on whatever side of the fence that you want, fine. What I would like for them is to just plain be able to show us and prove to us, you know, first of all, tell us what's really going on, what has gone on, what is going to go on, and just be open and honest and do it in a way that we can actually believe it, you know? We're getting more and more, in my opinion, in this day with our technology being more widespread and everything, to where it's almost like even things in the old days you shouldn't let everybody know. It's almost like you have to let everybody know, because letting them find out on their own the other way causes more problems now. So it's like we need to be out in the open with everything, and we know that everybody's competing for space. Right now, space and the water is the next frontier, and everybody knows it. This planet's going to turn into a water world. It's going to get really freaking hot, and shit is going to get crazy.
Yeah.
And it might not happen very fast. I think it's going to turn up real slow. But in reality, when we look back, it's going to be like, wow, that was fast. You know, but as it's happening, it's going to be kind of slow. But you look back and you realize all this is happening within our lifetime. It's crazy. You know, I mean, in John's lifetime alone, not me and yours, but in John's lifetime, the ocean's water levels raised 2 inches. The overall temperature of it's raised like 3 degrees or something like that. I mean, that's intense. That's huge. That's huge. 3 degrees don't sound like much, but that amount of energy, think of the volume of water, that amount of energy, just each degree is that amount of energy. If you could convert that energy, that's a huge amount of energy. Because it's just so much water. It's so vast and so deep. You know, we're like, what, 70-some% water, the planet? And that's not just the surface, that goes down. We're just like these little cornflakes floating around on the surface, these continents, these tiny little cornflakes floating around on the surface of this dense water. It's a whole vast ocean of resource there, and then you got that in space. Those are the next frontiers. And as the old resources dry up, they're gonna soak up they're gonna get more access to more of the old resources as the poles melt. So, I mean, we can talk about
we'll just move to Antarctica.
Yeah. Well, I mean, places like Canada certainly will be the next fertile ground, certainly as things are thawing out, but that's assuming you also have to survive everything that comes with it. If the planet superheats, if it's hot everywhere, it doesn't help. It'll be lush there for a very short period of time, and then it's just hot everywhere. And once it's just
maybe
hot
Greenland
everywhere,
will be better.
Well, I don't know. I guess it raises more questions for me, because it's definitely going to get hotter and hotter and hotter. But at what point does it hit the reverse? Because I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe all ice ages are come with a hot period before them, a really hot period, a melting down of the poles.
I don't remember that.
I'm pretty sure that's what's going on.
But I know the length of a ice age has been very it's been long and it's been short.
Yeah,
in the medieval years there was a small ice age.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes you wonder, don't it? It's like, statistically, we're overdue for an ice age. But
we're overdue for an earthquake to hit California.
Yeah, statistically, we're overdue for a lot of things, and one of those things is a super volcano.
Yeah, we can see that happen in Yellowstone.
One super volcano. Yeah, if Yellowstone goes off, we're done.
Caldera, the Yellowstone caldera.
That one scares the shit out of me. It really scares the shit out of me. Because you don't even get, like, a year or two. You're talking a couple weeks. Well, me, I'll be dead within probably the first week for sure. Out in Florida, you got a couple weeks. But here, oh no, we'll be done real quick. We'll probably die within if we don't die within the initial blast, that it'll be within the first week. But, well, it's game over.
And
if
then
that super volcano,
you die.
Yep. If that super volcano goes off full throttle, yeah, it's over.
And then, my friend, you die.
The whole rest of the planet done in a matter of about 3 weeks. Just done.
Oh, another doomsday situation is an EMP that knocks out our power grid.
Yeah, I'm starting to worry less about the technology stuff, to be honest with you. Nuclear strikes are still a little scary, but I think nuclear power plants scare me more, and nuclear power plants and nuclear weapons, nuclear stockpiles that won't be able to be tended to when actual natural disasters strike, like I believe
Japan.
Yep, Japan, and it happened here in the United States during
Chernobyl.
Well, Chernobyl was just faulty Russian designing.
Okay, but we're getting to the same point. When your electricity grid doesn't help you anymore, then yeah, you can have a meltdown.
I see what you're saying, yeah. And we had another, just recently in Texas, this year, I think there was some vital chemicals and stuff stored for, I can't remember if it was medical vaccines and stuff, or I don't remember. But we were proved to be so unprepared and unequipped this year, and leadership and administrations from state to federal level didn't do shit about it. That's one thing I'd like to see change. I'd like to see everybody stockpiling and supporting their medical community in every way you can think about.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I could go on about the stories there. I could just go on about how unprepared we are there. There's so many cases of proof, and it's horrible how it just keeps going on and on and on. One thing, he's got wiener dogs.
Yeah. 2 wiener dogs. Miniature.
They're so little. You'd love my girlfriend's dog, her pug.
Probably, dude.
She spoils the shit out of that dog. She loves that dog more than anything on this planet or anyone. She talks sweeter to that dog. The sweetest I've ever heard my girlfriend talk is to that dog. Not to her own family, not to her friends, not to me. But when it comes to that dog, and she will openly admit that dog is at the top of her love list. I finally told her today. I was like, you know, it's kind of funny at first, but to be honest with you, it's also just a little bit insulting. She's like, what? I'm like, well, yeah, to have the love of a dog placed higher than me. I mean, you know, I'm not trying to compete with your dog, but it's just kind of weird. I was like, just so you know, those of us in the real world out here think that's kind of weird.
He's agreeing with you.
I mean, it's funny at first. You're like, oh, whatever, get over it, you know. But to date, the woman for a year, and a year later, still, she loves the dog more than you. It is kind of insulting. But you got to take into account all the other things, like, you know, she does treat me pretty good, all that business. A dog, that's hilarious. You can does something just to do it. He kind of eventually realizes, oh, wait a minute. Here's another piece of information I didn't quite notice. You know, he has to memorize his path forward, just like in a real video game, obviously. I mean, they show you that right away, how he's memorized, he dies and then comes back to life every time from the same spot, so he's memorizing every step, every day, but he always hits this spot where he plateaus. But once he plateaus, you know, you have a moment of reflection, just like in a video game or in real life, and you look back and you see that one small detail that's different, or you do that one small thing that's different, and you're like, oh yeah, and it unlocks everything. Until finally, in a game like GTA, or especially a game like GTA, but there's other similar games where when you're trying to beat it at like the hardest level, trying to get all the achievements, whatever, however you want to word it, you know, sometimes you completely change your path. You do the completely unthinkable. Like, for instance, in the beginning of that movie, and for the whole 3/4 of the movies, he wakes up, dodges the guy with the machete, dodges the helicopter bullets, eventually throws a knife at the helicopter, takes the helicopter out, jumps out the window every single time, because that's what he's practiced. You know, and then there's a couple points in the movie where you notice where he deviates, like he quits going to the cafe and stuff, and then each time, though, he keeps every time he improves, it's actually something further back, closer to when he wakes up, that he changes completely, until finally, you know, he changes so much that rather than killing the helicopter driver, he jumps out the window onto the helicopter. I mean, just completely changes his game. And that right there, it hit home with me really hard. I was like, oh man, that is totally the way it is. It's totally the way it is. Oops, aboard and landing out. Sorry, but cool. Because what happened in the movie is just like in the game. You get presented with an option. For him, the option was, wait a minute, she's still alive. 14 minutes, but after I wake up. And so immediately his brain starts doing the calculating like anybody's brain would do, and you're like, well, wait a minute, 14 minutes, what can I do in 14 minutes? I have to do all this shit I've been doing. There's no way. I've already do all this stuff perfectly. There's no cutting out. I mean, might be able to cut out a second or two here, but there's no way you're going to get there in 14 minutes until until the light comes on and you realize I have to flip the script, you know. So rather than sitting there waiting for the guns to be done firing, you charge. Yeah, like, that's the only choice. It's the only way you're going to get there in 14 minutes. That's it. So I just, oh man, that just hit home with me. I liked it a lot. I actually ended up really I didn't think I was gonna like it at first. I kind of let it go, and I was like, eh. But the more it kept going, you know, it's you got to get past. The character's not necessarily an asshole just to be an asshole. It's kind of a video game, kind of mixed with reality. I thought it was good. Let me just put it that way. It totally seemed like a GTA character, but also made for a good movie too. And the whole Osiris project thing makes it to where, you know, it takes away the silliness of it, where you're like, oh, it's just a video game as a movie. Like, how, you know, you can't even look at that seriously. It should just be funny. But the Osiris project thing makes the whole thing real, which is just so cool, because that the whole concept could be completely taken away from the title boss level, and you still have the exact same thing going on, and you might not even know it. And you put the two together, and it makes a perfect movie. So it's cool. They did a great job.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about my doctor having an expensive Batman suit?
No way.
Oh yeah. So I had to make him a theme song. The Dr. Mazda superhero theme song lyrics, singing this to the tune of Underdog.
Nice.
There's no need to fear. Doc Mazda is here. When sickness in this world appear and break all bonds, that it should not, and fighting all who cough or sneeze, the cry goes up, go far and near for Doc Mazda, Doc Mazda, Doc Mazda. Speed of lightning, roar of thunder, fighting what ails you that's going under. Doc Mazda, Doc Mazda. When in this world the headlines read of those whose bodies are filled with flu, who hack and cough ever slowly turning blue, to write this symptom for another Achu goes Dark Muzza, Dark Muzza, Dark Muzza, Dark Muzza. Speed of lightning, roar of thunder, fighting white elves, yeah, that's going under. Dark Muzza, Dark Muzza.
And, I got to where the more older I got, the more I trust cars a lot more than motorcycles. Motorcycles are dangerous as hell, and it's just a fact.
Having a dance party out here, dude.
And it's not just the fact that motorcycles are dangerous. As we all know, it's the whole rest of the world is also dangerous. Where's that here? Where are you at?
In the middle of the watchtower. I'm right next to the magic wing.
Oh, okay. That's alright. I got it. I'm just over here in the 31st century standing next to a big tree. Can I get in this tree? Oh, I'll be dipped. I'll be dipped. They released a new DLC with a giant ass tree in the main hangout area that we can hang out in. I'm stoked. You guys have to check this out. Yeah. And it would fit a few of us, not all of us. It looks like it's got limbs, but you can't really climb out on them all. You just fall through. It is way bigger than any tree in the nature section, though. Like, less cramped.
The tree in the middle?
Yeah. You climb up to the top of the bitch. I'll log out right here. So, alright boys, enjoy your weekend. Don't do anything I wouldn't do twice.
Alright.
Alright.
It was good gaming with you, and I had fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
Me too, dude. Party on.
You too. How young? Good night.
99.